Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king, the greatest Premier League-era player Liverpool has ever had, standing in front of a camera mid-season, essentially saying, "I feel like the club is throwing me under the bus."
I'm sitting on the bench for 90 minutes. I think that's the third time I'm in the bench. I think it's my first time in my career, but I'm very disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed, to be fair. I have done so much for this club. Everybody can see that during the years, and especially last season. Sitting on the bench, I don't know why. Seems like a club is throwing me under the bus. That's how I feel it.
3 games in a row on the bench. No explanation, no transparency, no respect. And the silence from Anfield right now, absolutely deafening. Liverpool fans, you need to hear this. Smash the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, because today we are completely, unapologetically behind Mo Salah. Let's remind the world exactly who we're talking about.
All of us in this room knows him, so he's an exceptional player, an incredible threat.
To talk about Mohamed Salah, he's one of the best players in the world.
He's one of the best players in the world.
Unbelievable. To score that many goals in a season is unbelievable.
Salah arrived in 2017 for £36 million, one of the greatest bargains in Premier League history.
In his debut season, Golden Boot, 44 goals, and a broken 38-game scoring record. He handed Liverpool their first league title in 3 decades. He brought home the 6 Champions League, 4 Golden Boots, multiple Playmaker Awards, Liverpool's all-time top scorer in the Champions League. Statistically, emotionally, historically, one of the greatest players this club has ever seen. And when everything fell apart last season, injuries everywhere, momentum collapsing, who dragged Liverpool to the top 4? Who carried the team when nobody else could? Mo Salah. And now, 3 consecutive matches on the bench, sometimes without a single minute of play. The same man who saved Arne Slot's job last season with his goals and assists is now being treated like he's suddenly the problem. Here's the harsh reality the club doesn't want to admit. The Arne Slot project is falling apart. More than £450 million spent in 18 months. New midfield, new backline, new attackers, and yet the performances are flat. Results are inconsistent, and the dressing room feels completely lost. So what happens when the shiny new rebuild isn't working? You need a scapegoat. And the biggest name, the easiest target, the one the British media has never fully embraced? Mohamed Salah. Bench Salah, win a match or 2, and suddenly the headlines write themselves. See, Salah was holding Liverpool back. It wasn't the manager or the £100 million signings. We've seen this storyline before. Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United under Ten Hag. Same nationality of manager, same pattern. A legend gets blamed, a legend gets sidelined, a legend leaves, and the manager gets sacked months later anyway. This has become bigger than football. This is about respect, about how you treat the man who changed the trajectory of your club. Salah first drew attention in the Pepsi Youth Tournament, where scouts noticed his raw talent, a moment that led him toward Al Mokhaloun Al Arab, the club where he took his first real steps into professional football. But it wasn't smooth. Egypt's giant, Zamalek, rejected him, saying he wasn't good enough. Salah used that pain as fuel. In June 2012, he took a massive leap, signing for FC Basel in Switzerland. In 2 seasons there, he won back-to-back Swiss Super League titles, scoring 20 goals in 78 games. His breakout moment came in the Champions League when he scored a brilliant goal past Petr Cech, convincing Jose Mourinho to bring him to Chelsea for £11 million in 2014. However, limited minutes at Chelsea sent him on loan to Fiorentina and Roma, where he played so well that Roma bought him permanently for £15 million. His development in Italy proved he was no longer just a promising winger, he was becoming one of Europe's most dangerous attackers. At the time, Liverpool were far from title contenders. Klopp's newly built team was fighting simply for a top 4 spot. But Liverpool made a decisive move, signing Salah from Roma for £36.9 million, the most expensive deal in the club's history. The moment he arrived, fans sensed something big. Klopp sensed something bigger. Liverpool believed this signing could transform everything: their attack, their identity, their future.
Liverpool's return to the summit of European football began the moment Mohamed Salah stepped onto English soil. His debut Premier League season, 2017-18, was nothing short of jaw-dropping. Salah adapted instantly, slicing through defenses with electric pace, sharp dribbling, and ice-cold finishing. In 52 appearances, he produced 44 goals and 16 assists, a level of output rarely seen in modern football.
He collected the Premier League Golden Boot, won Liverpool's Player of the Season award, and quickly cemented his place among the world's elite attackers. From day one, Salah became the heartbeat of Klopp's revolution, the spark that reignited belief at Anfield. That same year, he carried Liverpool all the way to the Champions League final. The night ended in heartbreak, a 3-1 defeat to Real Madrid, but Salah's performances throughout the campaign elevated him into global superstardom.
One season later, Liverpool returned stronger. In 2019, they lifted the UEFA Champions League trophy. Salah was instrumental throughout the journey and scored in the final against Tottenham, guiding Liverpool to a 2-0 victory. It was his first European crown and confirmation that he was becoming one of the greatest players in Liverpool's history.
Then came 2019-20, the season Liverpool fans had been dreaming of for decades. They finally won the Premier League, ending a 30-year wait. Salah contributed 19 league goals and remained one of the driving forces behind their near unstoppable title run. But the years that followed brought repeated frustration. Liverpool pushed Manchester City to the limit, often finishing just a single point behind Guardiola's juggernaut. Through it all, Salah continued to deliver world-class performances, often carrying the team through difficult stretches. However, tension began to brew inside the dressing room. His partnership with Sadio Mane, brilliant on the pitch, grew strained behind the scenes, partly fueled by Salah's rising global popularity. In 2022, Mane departed for Bayern Munich, leaving Salah as the undisputed face of Liverpool. By 2023, Jurgen Klopp announced his final season in charge. Despite Salah's brilliance, Liverpool ended the season empty-handed, a bitter, draining year for both club and player. Everything changed the moment Arne Slot arrived. The 2024-25 season began with uncertainty. Liverpool hesitated to renew Salah's contract, and rumors swirled that Trent Alexander-Arnold might join Real Madrid. Pressure grew, doubt crept in, but Salah rose above all of it. He delivered perhaps the most complete season of his career. 29 goals, 18 assists, 47 total goal contributions, matching the highest tally ever recorded in a 38-game Premier League season. His finishing was ruthless, his dribbling sharper than ever, and his playmaking reached new heights.
Time after time, he controlled games, unlocked defenses, and dragged Liverpool over the line. Because of his relentless brilliance, Liverpool rediscovered their intensity, their belief, their identity. By the end of the campaign, they were Premier League champions once again, and Salah had secured his place among the greatest names ever to wear the shirt. As the 2025-26 season dawned, Liverpool didn't just rely on Salah, they built around him. Under Slot, the club launched a massive summer rebuild, signing elite talents like Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike, Milos Kerkez, and Jeremy Frimpong. Liverpool's massive investment signaled ambition, but everyone inside the club knew one truth. If they wanted to chase another title, they still needed Mohamed Salah's leadership, creativity, and goals. He wasn't just Liverpool's superstar, he was the anchor, the heartbeat of a team reinventing itself around him. But something unexpected happened. Salah's magic stopped flowing.
The new season began with a shock that shook both the dressing room and Salah personally. The sudden passing of Diogo Jota, one of his closest friends and most trusted partners on the pitch.
Then came another blow, Trent Alexander-Arnold's move to Real Madrid. Few players understood Salah the way Trent did. Their connection was almost telepathic. The timing of the runs, the weight of the pass, the angles, the instinct, gone. Jeremy Frimpong, despite his talent, often played deeper and struggled to sync with Salah's rhythm. The system shifted, the patterns changed, and suddenly Salah found himself benched, a surreal sight for a player of his stature.
The excited tone, tension followed. Miscommunication with Arne Slot. Frustration boiling beneath the surface. A Liverpool attack searching for identity, and the results reflected it. Liverpool slipped to 8th place, and the fans, desperate for someone to blame, turned their anger towards Salah. The same player who had carried the club for nearly a decade was now being accused of holding it back. But this isn't just any player. This is Mohamed Salah, a legend forged through hardship, adored since his earliest days, a figure who rebuilt Liverpool's identity and dragged them back to the top of Europe.
So now a different question hangs over Anfield. Is this weekend's clash against Brighton the final time we see Mohamed Salah in a Liverpool shirt? Is the Egyptian king preparing for one last bow or one last goodbye? Rumors swirl, the tension builds, and every fan feels it. The possibility that an era might be nearing its end.